jump now to CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes with more on the effects of the shutdown. Nancy, good morning to you. Good to see you again. We know that thousands of flights are still canceled. Air traffic controllers still feeling stretched. So what is the new pitch from the administration, from the president, to possibly bring a fix that hasn't been thought of yet?
Well, the president made it clear in a post on True Social, Errol, that he is unhappy with the fact that some air traffic controllers have called in sick as an act of protest over the fact that they haven't gotten paid in several weeks. In a series of exclamation point filled, all caps descriptions of his plan, he said that he will give a bonus to people who did not call in sick, and that those who did nothing but complain and took time off, he is going to try to dock their pay, because you see it right there at the bottom of the screen. I am not happy with you. He then went on to elaborate on his plan in an interview with Fox News. Take a listen.
We have a lot of people want the job. But I was not happy when I saw all these people. Oh, we have to look. Life is not so easy for anybody. Our country's never done better. We should not have had people leaving their jobs. And what I basically did is say the ones that stayed, of which there were a lot of them, I'm sending them a $10,000 bonus.
Where's that money coming from?
I don't know. I'll get it from someplace.
Now, it's not clear there is actually a mechanism for the president to penalize air traffic controllers in this way, docking their pay. It's also unclear how you would determine which air traffic controllers went out sick as a protest mechanism and which simply actually were sick or had a sick child. Nevertheless, the transportation secretary, Errol, says that he supports the president's position that some air traffic controllers should get rewarded, and he said he's going to work with Congress to figure out how to do that.
I guess just an idea of the creative thinking that this shutdown generates. Nancy Cordes at the White House, thank you so much.